Greetings. It's hard to imagine that the Advent season is coming to a close and that soon we'll be celebrating the Feast of the Incarnation. This is a great time of year for all of us. You know, it's hard to imagine that any of us who can attend to the readings during this season of Advent aren't really almost inspired and set afire by some of the images that are used in those readings. You know, we hear things about crooked roads being made straight, valleys being filled, mountains being leveled, and those things that are rough being made smooth. Pretty wonderful stuff. And then it goes on. We hear about prisoners being freed. We hear about the lame walking and the blind seeing. Now, if that's not enough to inspire someone, I don't know what is. But those readings certainly can fill us with hope. And if we don't really trust that they are actually going to be true in a physical sense, metaphorically, boy, they grab at our heart, don't they? They kind of really reach down deep inside of us and get at what we aspire to. Well, what does any of that have to do with us here at Lockwood? At the beginning of this Advent season, I had the very good fortune to spend some time with one of our students who was doing a presentation at a gathering we had with some local elementary school teachers. And I found out that this kid is just absolutely extraordinary. How about someone who literally traveled around the world, moved from Singapore to New York, settled in Yonkers, was referred to Lockton by her Catholic elementary school principal, and ends up on our doorstep. This kid is just amazing. That she carries in her the hopes of her family. She's here to study because they think that the American educational system will give her a better opportunity and a broader range of experiences. So when I talk to her, she says how wonderful it is to be a student here at Lockwood, that she's encouraged by her ability to study many different things. She loves the friends that she made. She feels that there's a community experience. Now think about that. If you want to think about someone who's different and yet has found a home among students at Lockwood, you couldn't imagine someone a bit further removed than this particular student is from our student body. A different culture, a different climate, a different understanding and way of seeing the world. But yet she's found a home here. She's excited to be here. And she carries on her shoulders the hopes and expectations of her family. Her family, everyone, she says, wants her to do well. They want her to exceed. And all they want her to do is study, and she does. She's right now number 1 or 2 in class. I'm not sure which it is. But she's right at the top. And when I think about all those Advent readings and you think about the hope that they talk about, in this student, I saw so much hope contained and just waiting to be realized. And the good news is, it is being realized. So I suppose for me, what really moved me this Advent is to think that Lockland, in its own small way, provides a context for a family's hope to be realized, for a student's ambitions to come true, and that their hope and expectation for a better life is more likely to be realized because of the opportunities this school provides. In that context, Lockland then becomes a real beacon of hope and really then embodies what is at the heart of the Advent message, that things in fact can be different. They can be better. And that the world that's proclaimed in those readings really can come true. So in the life of this student who cares for a sick mother, who will travel back to Singapore to see her father, who studies diligently and hard and has success at that, I see the hope promised us realized. I hope you do too. I hope that during this Advent season you can appreciate that a school like Lockland, and there are many like us, I hope, can really play a part in making this world better and different. And for one student at a time, that happens. So this Christmas, I hope you can celebrate with joy for those things in your life that have been realized, for the hopes that you still carry, that they'll come true, and that this Christmas will be a time for great joy. God bless. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.